If your dog sleeps on their back, they are trying to tell you this. Have you ever walked into your room and found your dog sleeping in the most ridiculous position possible? You know the one I'm talking about. Lying on their back, hind legs spread wide and front paws tucked over their chest, looking like a helpless little cockroach. Most owners see this, let out a laugh, and pull out their phones to take a photo. It's cute, it's funny, and honestly, it looks very undignified for a descendant of wolves. But have you ever stopped to think about what is actually going through your dog's mind at that moment? Because behind that comical pose, there is a biological and emotional message so profound that most people overlook it entirely. Your dog isn't just comfortable, they're doing something that goes against thousands of years of survival instinct. And if you ignore what this means, which most people do without realizing it, you could be missing out on the highest level of communication your dog has ever tried to reach with you. Today, we're going to break down why your dog chooses to sleep like this and what that says about the world you've built for them. Stay with me because the last point on this list will forever change the way you look at your dog when you turn off the lights at night. 1. The biological switch of absolute safety. Let's start with the most basic yet most impactful fact. In the wild, the abdominal area is the most dangerous place for an animal. It's where all the vital organs are located, protected only by a layer of skin and fat with no ribs or bones to defend them from a predator. We've seen in other studies that exposing the belly is an act of surrender or a sign that they aren't a threat. With dogs, this goes a step further. A dog sleeping on their back is voluntarily turning off their survival software. Think about it for a second. Your dog is an animal that still carries the genetic code of both a hunter and a prey. Their amygdala is designed to react to the slightest noise, to jump and defend themselves in milliseconds. But when they flip onto their back and fall fast asleep, they're saying something incredible. I trust this environment so much, and I trust you so much, that I'm willing to be completely vulnerable. Animal behavior researchers suggest that this position is the #1 indicator of a calm nervous system. It's not just that they're tired, it's that their brain has registered that the threat level in your home is 0. If your dog sleeps like this by your side, they're giving you the greatest compliment an animal can offer. They have appointed you the guardian of their vulnerability. 2. The hidden cooling system. Now let's talk about something a bit more technical but equally fascinating. Have you ever noticed that your dog tends to sleep like this more during hot summer days? It's no coincidence. Unlike us, dogs don't sweat through their skin in the same way. They regulate their temperature mainly through panting and the sweat glands in their paw pads. But there's a biological trick few owners know. The fur on a dog's belly is usually much thinner and sparser than on the rest of their body. When a dog flips onto their back, they're exposing that thin skin to the surrounding air. It is quite literally like opening a window to let the heat out of their core. Additionally, they have arteries in their paws that, when extended upward, allow the blood to cool down faster. So sometimes the message is simple but vital. I'm hot, and I trust that this place is safe enough to use my belly as a radiator. If you see them doing this after a long walk or on a humid afternoon, it's not just comfort, it's their body working intelligently to get back to normal. 3. The maximum level of REM sleep. This is where things get emotional. Just as we see in other animals that enter deep sleep only when they feel secure, dogs have different stages of rest. For a dog to enter REM, rapid eye movement sleep, the stage where they truly rest and process memories, their muscles need to be completely relaxed. If a dog sleeps on their stomach or side, there is still a level of muscle tension required to maintain that posture, or to be able to jump up quickly if something happens. But when they're on their back, all their muscles disconnect. It is the only time their body fully lets go. That's why you sometimes see their paws twitch or hear them making little sounds while sleeping in this position. They're dreaming deeply. If your dog never sleeps on their back, it doesn't mean they don't love you, but it might mean they always keep a small percentage of their brain in alert mode. But if they do it frequently, it means they've reached a Zen level with you. They know that if anything bad happens while they're in that state of total disconnection, you will be there to protect them. Quick pause. And hey, if this video is helping you better understand your best friend, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us tremendously to keep sharing these stories with more people who love their animals as much as you do. 4. The language of non-threat. Sometimes this position doesn't just happen when you're sleeping, but when you walk into the room. Maybe they see you, stretch, and then flip onto their back. In canine language, this is an appeasement signal. In the world of wolves, showing the belly is a way of saying, "You are the leader, I don't want to fight. I trust you." It's a way of removing any tension from the air. It's their way of making sure everything is okay between you. If you've had a long day, raised your voice, or if there's just been a lot of stressful energy at home and your dog lies on their back in front of you, they're asking for a truce. It's not just that they want a belly rub, though sometimes they do. It's their way of saying, let's make everything okay again. I'm lowering my defenses so you can lower yours too. What most owners do wrong here is ignoring the moment or being too rough. If your dog offers you their belly in a moment of tension, the best thing you can do is speak to them softly and acknowledge their gesture of peace. 5. Why do some dogs never do it? I know what you're thinking. My dog has been with me for 10 years. We love each other, but they have never, not even once, slept like that. Does that mean they don't trust you? Not at all. This is where the individuality of each animal comes in. There are 3 main reasons why a dog might avoid this position, and none of them have to do with a lack of love. First, breed and anatomy. Dogs with very deep chests or very stiff backs may find sleeping on their back physically uncomfortable or even difficult for breathing. A greyhound or a bulldog, for example, has a very different structure than a golden retriever. Second, age. As dogs get older and develop issues like arthritis, the flexibility needed to keep their paws in the air and their spine in that position fades. If your dog did it when they were young but stopped, it could be a silent sign that something hurts. And third, personality. Some dogs are simply watchmen by nature. They feel their job is to look after you, and their instinct doesn't allow them to disconnect 100%. It's not a lack of trust in you, it's an excess of responsibility towards you. 6. The belly trap. What not to do. This is where most of us make a very common human mistake. We see that soft, exposed, perfect belly, and our first instinct is to dive in and pet it. But there's something important to learn here. Showing the belly is a supreme act of vulnerability. If every time your dog tries to enter that deep, vulnerable sleep, you interrupt them to move them, hug them, or scratch them, you're sending a contradictory message. You're telling them that even in their most relaxed moment, they have to be prepared to be handled. The owners who have the strongest bonds are those who know how to respect space. If you see your dog sleeping like this, try to resist the temptation. Let them enjoy the security that you created. The best reward isn't touching the belly, it's knowing that your dog feels so safe in your presence that they can afford the luxury of forgetting the outside world exists. Conclusion: the mirror of your home. At the end of the day, your dog sleeping on their back isn't really about them. It's about you. Dogs are emotional mirrors. They reflect the energy of the house, the consistency of the routine, and above all, the quality of the leadership you provide. A dog sleeping with their paws in the air is a dog with no pending fears. It's a dog that has processed their day, analyzed your movements, and decided that you are the safest person on the planet. The next time you see your dog in that ridiculous position, don't just laugh. Take a second to feel proud. Because that small animal lying on their back, snoring softly and dreaming of who knows what, is living proof that you've done a great job. You've given them something many animals never get, a life where their guard can be let down completely. And if that isn't love, I don't know what is. Thanks for being here and for trying to understand the silent language of those who love us most. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. We'll see you in the next video.